Hello, everyone. My name is Ifrah Hassan. I'm coming to you live from Ottawa, Canada, Lifestyle Director for Ifrah Hassan. And as you can see here, I have this amazing special guest here with me today. We're actually doing this special tour that going forward, I will be doing the presentations because for the North America people. A lot of people have asked us to do something in the evening. I know that my sister Drusilla just did hers on products. So if you're interested in products, that you want to tune in 1 hour before, but this one is from 7 to 8 p.m. And as I mentioned here, we have none other than Rene Liaw, who's also Lifestyle Director with Opulence Global. He has graduated from University of Toronto in software engineering and worked for IBM and TELUS and was earning $80,000 a year salary. He was introduced by his sister and now the company's youngest millionaire, a lifestyle director who qualified for the luxury car program and drives a prepaid luxury car from the company, a $200,000 Tesla P90D. He has reached $100,000 a month in earnings, and more shockingly, with only 7,000 partners in his organization. His team has now grown to 28,000. I'm pretty sure it's even more now in over 110 countries around the world. He is happily married after proposing to his wife Heidi with a 47,000 Fairy Mosh 21K gold ring, now worth 80,000. And he has 2 young boys, Rex and Leon, and is able to travel the world with his family. He just made a recent purchase building his custom $5 million home, and he's here to support us and train us and of course be the presenter for today. So without further ado, Rene is also a founding member, a shareholder, and sits on the company CEO advisory board. He has also received the highest award in the company, which is the President Cup Award, not once but twice. So without further ado, Rene, welcome to the call and please take it away.
Well, thank you so much, Ifrah. Again, honor and pleasure to be always doing things together with our other only LD4 female, of course, in the company as well too, and a rising star. So it's my absolute pleasure. And a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of our people on the call today. Not too late to invite people to join this call. I promise you're going to really enjoy it. So again, it's not too late. Send a quick few texts out to your partners to, of course, to join today's meeting. So I'm going to take it right away and dive right into this and show you with all you guys how actually I like to present the products, how to get started, and of course, how to make money really quickly, not too quickly, but in a good amount of time, of course, for my own prospects. So here we go. So I share my screen here and take it away. So Opulence Global, and we are introducing to you, of course, the world's most powerful antioxidant and the world's highest paying compensation plan. Are you curious? Yes, of course. So first and foremost, why do we actually get sick? And that all comes down to, of course, what we call free radicals. Now, if you don't know, when our cells use oxygen to generate energy, so we have to use oxygen to breathe, free radicals are created as a consequence of this process called oxidation. And a free radical, in short, are unpaired electrons in our bodies that can damage the cell's DNA, the structure, and the ability to function, okay? And over time, the same way that an apple can turn brown like this, over time, oxidative damage can accumulate in our bodies like rusting and contributes to aging and a bunch of different diseases. So our cells from a normal cell becoming a cell under attack, but now a cell under oxidative stress. Now, you might be wondering, well, where do free radicals come from? It's like from everywhere. Lack of sleep, your Wi-Fi, viruses, bacteria, like COVID example, excessive exercise, processed foods, toxins, cigarette smoke, household chemicals, radiation, mold, even drugs and antibiotics, of course, stress, a lack of sleep, as we mentioned before, UV rays, pollution, and of course, alcohol. So we are just bombarded with millions and millions of free radicals every single day, again, the oxidation. So again, if oxidation is a problem, then we want to find an antioxidant. And an antioxidant basically is a molecule stable enough to donate extra electrons to these free radicals to neutralize it without becoming a free radical itself. So here we have the free radical, that unpaired electron here comes the antioxidant and donates an electron to the free radical to neutralize that free radical again. It's so cool. So, in history, there's different ways of getting antioxidants from vitamins, but they're synthetic, they're slow to react, they can be unstable, and some can be toxic. Or the better option is a natural source, from fresh fruits and vegetables. But if you cook it, you destroy the lignans, but they are really good in lignans, just very, very small amounts of these lignans, which are basically these plant antioxidants. They are what we call lignans. So the ultimate choice has always been to find lignans. Again, they are plant antioxidants. They can, again, protect your body from these free radicals. And what people are recommended by scientists is to have about 50 to 100 milligrams of lignans per day. Sadly, the average person only gets 1 milligram of lignin intake per day. Again, if you cook it, you stir fry it, you boil it, you bake it, you deep fry it, whatever it is. Once you add heat to those vegetables and fruits, you lose the actual lignans. So, there's been charts and research studies on lignans in beverages, in fruits, and in vegetables. The highest here is 2,300 micrograms per the same measurement of intake. Okay, so you can see here the highest being 2,000 from kale. Well, the flaxseed had 300,000. So it was the highest in the world before, of course, the fountain of life. So comparing the flaxseed and converting this 300,000 microgram of lignans into milligrams, it's 300 milligrams. So comparing the lignans from the flaxseed has 300 milligrams, the same intake of lignans from fountain of life, you have 5,166 milligrams of lignin. That's like 17 times more lignans than the flaxseed. And the flaxseed already had 1,000 times more lignans than everything else in the planet. That's why fountain of life is the most powerful plant antioxidant on this planet. But where did it come from? What's the story of fountain of life? Well, it's all about the Norwegian spruce tree. These trees can live hundreds, thousands of years, even millions of years, right? For all we know. They can withstand oxidative stress. They can deal with these invasive threats from microbes and insects. It's also antimicrobial, antibacterial, this tree. They're self-healing. So in fact, the scientist who came across this, he noticed that these broken branches of the Norwegian spruce tree never actually died out. And that's what really got him so excited, of course, to learn more and study about this tree. Now, the highest concentration of lignans or antioxidant, and because it comes from a wood extract, it has anti-inflammatory properties. And some more really cool facts about the Norwegian spruce tree. The oldest known documented tree is an old Ginkgo, estimated right now to be about 9,563 years of age. But realistically, trees have been around since the dinosaur times, millions of years ago, right? And the tallest measured Norway spruce tree is now about 204 feet tall. Can you imagine how tall this tree can grow? So, where we source our trees and the lignans from the branches of these trees is actually in northern Finland, where it's so cold. These trees grow so tall and they're so strong compared to the other spruce trees here in Canada, for example. So again, took us many years, but finally we found a way to extract the lignans from this tree, make it into a very special, oral use product that absorbs really quickly, fast acting under the tongue, and it has a Health Canada natural product number, of course, and it's the one and only fountain of life, and our company has global exclusive rights to this product here. And of course, you can see just for the same amount of consumption, ethanol 17 times more lignans than the flax. And in fact, 10 drops of our product is equivalent to having 308 cups of oatmeal. Oatmeal is good for us, but we can't eat that much oatmeal, right? So again, fountain of life is so powerful. In fact, taking 10 drops of fountain of life is equivalent to you having taken 50 cups of green tea of antioxidants, or 1,800 cups of apples of antioxidants. We all know onions are good for us, right? 150 cups of onions. Wow, you don't want to have that bad breath. Oatmeal, right? A cabbage, 160 cups of cabbages. That's so expensive to buy all these things. That's why fountain of life is the most affordable, cost-effective, most powerful way. 10 drops is equivalent to all of this stuff you see here. Of course, you can see here, so many benefits now. And when you really see all of the benefits that we have under this product, it's going to absolutely shock you. Again, defending against dementia, boosting your immune system, protecting your heart health, protecting against your prostate, right? Decrease colon cancer risk, controlling diabetes, anti-inflammatory for arthritis and joint pains, improving your hair health by balancing your hormones for men and for women, put into your skincare, add it to your shampoo, gum inflammation, as a deodorant under your armpits, right? Rashes, irritations, wounds, eczema, psoriasis, we've seen all the benefits now. Hemorrhoids, nail fungus and cuticles. It's like one bottle, one product that does everything. Of course, we have amazing other ingredients like our microsilver, which of course is the most natural, effective way of killing any kind of bacteria. And of course, our microsilver has a special patent that every single particle of this microsilver is exactly 10 microns in size. So if you swallow this in our toothpaste, it just leaves your body, and it's absolutely effective at killing any kind of bacteria. In fact, on a study in Nuremberg, Germany, you can see here on the bus, 23,000 plus germs, just one spray, it killed 99.9% of the germs. The bus goes out again every day, collects more germs by day 4, 2,000 germs. And by day 8, you can see here that it went back down to 108, meaning that our silver stays on the surface and keeps killing bacteria day after day for up to about 2 weeks time frame. So that's why we have it now in our toothpaste, fluoride free, which is so bad for children, of course, their IQ, the staining of the teeth. Our toothpaste uses no fluoride. It only uses our microsilver technology, teeth whitening, long-lasting bad breath prevention. We also have, of course, a natural spray for like your surfaces and your hands traveling in the airports. It's for killing, viruses and bacteria. And of course, we have our amazing, very sterling hand and body moisturizer that has both the Fountain of Life and, of course, the microsilver together in one beautiful lotion. It's so effective at rashes and eczema. Wonderful. And of course, we put Fountain of Life also in our shampoo, body wash, and conditioner for the females, and of course for the males as well too. And last but not least, our amazing anti-aging skincare line. We have it also in this line as well too. But we have different health topics that we often talk about, from things like hair loss, and we kind of explain to people, well, how does Fountain of Life help with hair loss? And today's topic, though, however, I'm going to be focusing on not on hair, but on breast cancer. It's such a huge topic. And there's now 30 years of studies that show that, in Finland, that people who eat lignin-rich food experience 30% less chance of having cancer, 30% less chance of having, heart disease and like liver disease. Also can reduce cholesterol levels, a lower PSA, which is an indicator for prostate cancer. It can also improve your health. And the funny thing is this, though. Researchers discovered that the lignins in Fountain of Life can hook onto the receptors and block the strong estrogens that can cause 1,000 cell divisions on your cancer cell. So here's a cancer cell. Here's your estrogen receptor. Well, if your estrogen molecule binds into that receptor, it can cause 1,000 cell divisions of that cancer cell. But with our Fountain of Life product, the phytoestrogens in our product can also plug these receptors and will stop these 1,000 cell division, maybe at most one at most. So it's fantastic for preventing breast cancer. And again, there's just so much research nowadays on how it does that. But again, that's really one of the cool things about Fountain of Life is that it does so many things actively and, of course, protectively for your body. We have a whole link that can link to, you can see here, all of the incredible studies now that we have in this product. And these are all studies, from the PubMed, the US National Library of Medicine, and other PhD studies and, doctrines. Like the list goes on. I mean, look at this list of all the things that our product can do. It is absolutely just insane what this does here. I'm not sure if you're seeing the screen here, but let me make sure I can show you this. Here we go. You can see here, right, from A to Z. You just read this as I scroll down. These are all the things that this one product can help with. And these are all different studies, independent studies, again, that this product does. I mean, it's just absolutely insane, right? And the list goes down, dementia, diabetes. I mean, it's just endless. I mean, I've been using this product now for about 5 years. We now have tens of hundreds of thousands of testimonials on what this product can do. And it's just every day I see a new story and a new story. We keep sharing it. And if you want to find more of these stories, then of course, where you want to turn to is definitely on my next slide here. That's the Fountain of Life testimonials. Now, I'm going to share with you where to find these, but we've seen from hair growth, about 6 to 8 weeks, your people's hair have been growing back. It can stop the balding pattern. Even for women going through menopause, of course, the hair falls out, that can stop that and help with the hot flashes. This is actually called alopecia, an autoimmune disorder. It helps with that. This is a very normal case. Here's a much more severe case. Again, this gentleman lost about 80 pounds and his hair all grew back. Helped correct his immune system. Again, hair stories here. Again, her hair was almost really like balding at the back, now much more fuller. White hair has turned more gray. People's hair grow up much faster. You can also rub this topically onto your skin. So just 1 hour after rubbing it onto her inflamed knee, all that inflammation gone. She also took it orally to go inside of her body, right? Powerful. Gout, this gentleman had a really swollen ankle. After putting a few drops and taking one full dropper, his swollen ankle had completely subsided and become much more dull and much more flatter, and the pain was gone. A nurse, again, about 5 days after using FOL for her gout. To people's sugars, from 259 down to 210, the sugar levels, and that's a different measurement, but from 12 to 15 down to 8 in only about 2 weeks time frame. Skin getting better, losing weight, sugar levels getting better. Sorry for the gross images, but this gentleman here almost lost his leg. And 2 days of FOL, 30 drops twice a day. He can see here his skin that was almost going to cut off his foot. July 5th to August the 6th, that dead skin healed, and now he kept his leg. He's very, very happy now. To people's kidneys getting a lot better, the kidney functions, to eyesight getting better, to people's lumps being gone, in their breasts, people having dementia issues or Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. There's a study in the British Journal of Nutrition that people who took FOL for about 2 months saw a huge decrease in body weight, loss of visceral fat, lower fatty livers, and of course, lower bad cholesterol. I mean, it's just amazing. Blood pressure from 195 down to 135 in a few days. You can see here, blood pressure. This gentleman actually tracked every single day his blood pressure, up, down, but overall from 165 down to 128. People have lost weight taking this product as well too. It's amazing, and it's just what this does. It can help cleanse your blood. It also promotes, of course, metabolism. I lost about 13 pounds. Nora lost a bunch of weight. To thyroid testimonials, to stroke testimonials, to athlete's foot, skin blisters, skin disease, eczema. This is one product, folks. One product healing the skin that's doing all these things for people. To sunburns, to head injuries, 7 days healing, eczema, to sunspots on the face, to contact dermatitis, and to cold sores, to migraines, to better sleep. This is one product that you want to find this Facebook page called the Fountain of Life Official. Join this page. You will see all of these testimonials plus way, way, way more, of course, on that page. Now you must be curious, well, how do I become part of this? If I want to make some extra income, how can I promote this product? How do I sell this product? It's real simple. We have an e-mall concept. Number one, you promote your e-mall just by sharing the products. Take our testimonials, share them to your social media, take our stories, take our flyers, just share it on your social media. Your customer can now place an order from your website or from our own mobile app. So you promote your website link or your mobile app link, okay? Your customers place the order, the company prepares the order and ships it directly to your customer. And guess what? You make the difference between the wholesale price and the retail price, up to 59% retail profits. So you simply share, your customers buy, the company ships to your clientele, and they pay you the difference between the wholesale and the retail costs. It's that simple. Now, of course, we have a really cool feature called the Smart Buy. And if you want to get extra discounts on your products, we have customers and partners that will do this Smart Buy. It's almost like a monthly subscription, okay? So number one, by doing a Smart Buy or this monthly subscription, it's a convenience of automatic order delivery. You're not trying to order every month. Every month it comes right to your door. There's incentives for your customers to order monthly, because if your customers order on a Smart Buy, after 3 months, your customers also get a bonus 10% discount. Now, to get this discount, all you have to do is simply purchase 150 of shopping credits or products each month for 3 months straight. And the start of the 4th month, you get a bonus 10% discount. So this applies to both our partners like me and Ifrah, or also our customers. And last but not least, for the partners, it qualifies us to build lifelong residual income on all the sales in our organization. I can't wait to show you how that works. So to get started, there's 3 different packages that you can choose from that all give you your own email, your own online and mobile app business, okay? Now, of course, this package here for the brand partner package is $395 Canadian plus taxes in Canada by province, or it's $395 Canadian, no taxes if you're outside of Canada, okay? Now that $395, what it gets you is your own business, your own email. On top of that, in the future, when you order the products, you have a 20% discount plus the additional Smart Buy discount by doing that monthly $150, okay? In return, you also get back $350 of shopping credits. So really you paid $395, but you're getting back $350. So you're almost getting the business for free essentially. But now in the future, you have the discount. Once you get started, spin the wheel in our mobile app to get a free gift. You get a welcome kit and also $10 in exit token cryptocurrency. Now that's not out yet. So currently you get $10 in what we call Opulence currency. You can use that for buying products. It's like actual money. So really you have $360 of shopping to do, okay? And that's our first option here. But if you can, I suggest you start at the next package called the premium package, the lifestyle advisor package here. It's a one-time $1345 Canadian plus taxes by province in Canada, or $1345 all in, of course, outside of Canada. And what it gets you is $1,300 back in shopping credits, plus $100 in that Opulence currency. So really you're paying $1345, but you're getting back $1,400 plus more of shopping credits that you can pick and choose what you want to buy. So if you're going to buy products for yourself, you might as well launch as this package, because you can pick and choose when to use those shopping credits in your account. You can use it today, tomorrow, next year. It's really up to you. You can use it for buying gifts for friends, Christmas, birthdays, Mother's Days, Father's Days, whatever you want to do. It's your money. And there's no better gift to give, in my opinion, than the gift of Fountain of Life. And when you give Fountain of Life, it's going to help you promote your business as well, too. Of course, you have your own email, spin the wheel, the welcome kit, but now your discount, you have a 30% discount. So a much better discount than the previous package. And of course, additional 10% discount after you do the 3 months of the Smart Buy. But more importantly, this package here also unlocks way more income streams. You make twice the commissions for the same work compared to the last package. So you have maximum earning potential, maximum buying power, qualify for what's called the MGRS bonus, and the first step to much more benefits and rewards. But the newest package just released is called the Lifestyle Advisor Plus package. This package here is $1965 Canadian plus taxes by province in Canada, or $1965 all in Canadian dollars for other countries. Again, you have the same $1,300 shopping credits plus $100 in Opulence currency, the same email, but now you get to pick. Either you want to have $1,000 fashion mystery box. So again, we have a great fashion mystery box. We don't know what you're going to get. It's a mystery, but it's a great thing to have to have a home party, to show people all the fashion we have, to bring it to a trade show. Maybe you want to sell it. Maybe you want to wear it and keep it for yourself. It's really up to you. Okay. So really $1,300 plus $100 is $1,400. Plus another $1,000 is over $2,400 you're getting back in value already, but you only paid $1965. Now, if you don't want the fashion mystery box, your limited time choice, your other option is to get 6 bottles of FOL. Now, this value is about $500, but again, it's different because there's a different profit margin between the fashion and, of course, the Fountain of Life. But it's your choice, $1,000 fashion mystery box or 6 bottles of FOL. You also can be now eligible for the most recent insane bonus called the variance bonus, and you can earn up to $50,000 in this bonus. We'll explain that quickly later on. But more importantly, you now have the maximum highest discount available in the company from day one. You get 30% discount plus additional 10% on the 30%. That equates to 37% discount on the products. And you don't have to wait for 4 months. On day one, you get that discount right away. So now, when you're redeeming these shopping credits for products, you're actually getting back more products because you have a higher discount from day one. Of course, you have the wheel to get your free gift, the welcome kit, and all the other same benefits. So this is what everyone is choosing right now. And our current promotion that just got extended till June 14th of 2023. Please make sure you ask someone about that promotion. You get 6 extra bottles of FOL, and your sponsor also gets 6 extra bottles of the Fountain of Life. Now, once you do get started with your shopping credits at the LA package, we have a one-time thing where you can actually order yourself a bundle. These bundles benefits is that you get the shipping paid for free, okay, with the first time bundle. So the total health bundle gives you 8 bottles of FOL, the full sizes, and 10 VIP builder packs. So like 10 small size FOL and toothpaste as a bundle. Or you could choose a Safe Home Revolution bundle, which is like a bit of everything, okay? And when you check out, you will see these bundles. Or if you want all Fountain of Life, just choose no bundle and then choose Fountain of Life afterwards, but you will pay for shipping on that order, okay? Now, more importantly, how can we help you earn some income? I think right now, at times with the highest inflation in the economy, we got to have some extra income. And I'm going to show you a quick walkthrough of, we have about 13 ways of making money. I'm going to show you the most basic ways of making money. The first one, of course, is called retail profits. You buy at wholesale, you sell at retail, okay? Now, we did a calculation here that on average, the minimum profit you will earn per item is about $20. I make about $40 per bottle when I sell Fountain of Life. So if you sold 10 bottles, you make $200 or $400 in my case, right? Now, if you only sold 100 bottles of Fountain of Life, for example, each month, which is not a lot because some families buy 6 or 13. Like today, I had a cousin that bought 13 bottles from me on my kids' tennis, right? But you would have made $2,000 selling 100 bottles. Me, because I sell for 40, I make $40 per bottle. I make $4,000 if I sold 100 bottles. That's an amazing extra income, right? Imagine that extra income on top of what you already have. 200 bottles, even at $20, you're still making $4,000 per month. And the thing is, once you get these customers who are buying from you on a smart buy, every single month you do nothing. They keep on ordering, on their smart buy, their subscription, and you keep making this profit on a monthly basis now. It's like a form of like a passive income. Number 2, whenever you introduce somebody else who launches as this brand partner or the LA or the LA Plus, okay, because they got products in these packages, you also got a bonus. So if you are LA or LA Plus, and you also introduce another LA or LA Plus, you would have earned $350 cash extra income into your e-wallet. You launch an LA, 300, you launch a BP, you get 50. But for the same effort, if you're a BP introducing these people, you make a lot less. That's why I always suggest start as a lifestyle advisor or of course a lifestyle advisor plus. So that's our number one, sell retail. Number 2, introduce new partners that buy the package that have products and you get paid this commission. And number 3, of course, is why the main reason why I got started. I want to make lifelong residual income. You can basically refer other partners to join the team, your organization, and of all the sales that they do and who they refer, your whole entire organization down to infinity. So it means as long as you don't stop and your team keeps on growing, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, your team gets growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And you have from 2 people to 5 to 10 to 100 to thousands. Every single time any product is bought or sold in your whole entire organization, you will earn about 8.5%, up to 8.5%, up to 8.5%, depending, of course, on the sales volume that you generate. But most people, because they do it for a longer period of time, they always get 8.5%. Imagine that, right? You're doing nothing, and because you establish your organization, not just in Canada, but all over the world, whatever the sales happen in different countries, you're getting paid up to 8.5% on a weekly basis of what they buy and sell. That is so powerful, right? And so, in our business, the great thing is you can pass it down to your next generation and your next generation and your next generation. It's inheritable as well, too. So, you can see here that as time goes on and your team grows and your customers grow, this is not talking about what you sell. That was retail profits. This is based upon your organization of your partners and the customers that belong to your partners. With 183 partners and customers, if all they did was buy about 3 bottles of FOL per month, 150 PV, you would have made $1,000 a month of residual income. That's better than any bank investment, in terms of the savings accounts at the banks, right? But with 1,700 partners and their customers, simply buying 3 bottles roughly a month of FOL or 150 of PV, you're making $10,000 per month in our residual income plan. And the bigger this gets, the more that you can earn, up to $60,000 per week. All right. And so, of course, we also have another cool bonus where every single time a new Lifestyle Advisor Plus gets launched in the system asks, well, who's the sponsor? That sponsor of that new LA Plus earns $50. Then the system asks, well, who's the sponsor or the second sponsor? They get $50. Then it asks, well, who's the sponsor? They get 50. The next one, 25, 25, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10 people here are going to receive an extra commission bonus just every single time a new LAP gets launched. So some people now are adding a few hundred to a few $1,000s per month just because of this bonus. So the more people that you introduce and that they introduce, you can imagine how big this can become. Now, of course, there's going to be a maximum you can earn based upon your rank, but you want to get to LD1 to qualify for this bonus. How do you do that? You launch 2 LAs or LAPs, and they launch 2 each. So 2 get 2, that's 6 in total. You're now in LD1, you can qualify for this amazing bonus now. Not to mention, we have vacations you can earn, luxury cruise, exclusive summits, exotic vacations, first class travel, private jet travel. We have an amazing car and vacation club where you can start earning a car payment from $500 to $750, $1,000 per month, up to $4,000 per month in our car bonus program. Right, you can see here, different amounts to get that. And if you don't want the car bonus, you can choose to get double the amount in shopping credits, sell those products, and earn double the amount that we would have given you with the car bonus as well too. We have many other additional incentives, fast track bonuses, mentorship bonuses, organizational revenue sharing, RLD fashion bonus, Opulence points, to our personal lifestyle team advisor bonuses. But the main key ways of making money, I want you to focus on that first. I just showed you how to make your first few $100s to a few $1,000s in your first few months alone. Of course, usually we do what's called the iodine test to show you how effective our product is, because iodine is a strong oxidizer. It's dark purple in color. And every time iodine gains 1 electron, it becomes an iodide, and iodide is clear. So we have a cup of water, and we put a few drops of iodine, it turns purple. And once you add Fountain of Life, even a few drops into the iodine solution, instantly it donates those electrons to the iodine and neutralizes it and converts it back to iodide essentially, and it's clear in a few seconds. It's really, really powerful. So again, get your 10 drops right away. So again, next steps, real simple. Ask for your free 10 drops, then become a free customer, or better yet, choose a package to access wholesale pricing, have your own email, make extra income, choose the best package at LA Plus for the highest discount, and literally you want to make sure that you just contact the person who introduced you to the company to ask all your questions. Again, here's our amazing epic promotion where it just got extended for another month to June 14th to get a free 6 bottles for every LA Plus that you introduce. And you also get 6 bottles for yourself and 6 bottles for your new LAP as well too. So again, that concludes our presentation for today. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Ifrah, I believe I can turn the call back to you now. Thank you for listening in. The whole presentation in less than half an hour, and I love this new format, and I hope that you all enjoyed it as well too. Thank you so much, Ifrah. Back to you.
Wow, 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 wow. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Rene. This is amazing. This is a game changer. How many of you are loving it? I know already Larry and Naima, they cannot wait for the recording. This is amazing. Thank you everyone for joining. Yes, Khatra is loving it. Fatima is loving it. Fantastic. Absolutely. That is
Thank you. We can actually get the video trimmed to start at exactly, maybe when I start talking, and cut it off right when it ended. So you have exactly that 30-minute presentation. So can I just stop my coffee? That's funny. Thank you, Kajwa. That's hilarious.
Exactly. This is a showstopper for sure, and definitely I will get the recording out as soon as possible. Rest assured. So right now, what we're gonna do, as usual, is to take out some testimonials. If there's anybody, any sisters or brother on the call that would like to share a testimony on the product, the business, or both, that would be amazing. I like to start with my very own. We've talked a lot about the Fountain of Life. That was actually the first product that I have tried using it when my mother and when I got started with this business back in February of 2018 is when Opulence Global was introduced to me, but I didn't officially launch my business until April 7. So I've tried this amazing, incredible, powerful antioxidant Fountain of Life. So my mom said, I'll use it with you. To this day, I say my mom was like my guinea pig. Within 3 days, my mom tells me, Ifrah, whatever you gave me has helped me. And I was like, what do you mean? Well, for 15 years, my mom suffered from arthritis. So she couldn't go up and down the stairs, pray, and even for her, walking was hard for her. So 3 days, she started feeling relief. And 3 weeks later, guess what? She's able to do all of those things with no issue. That, of course, gave me a lot of confidence because I said to myself, my goodness, in 3 weeks, if I can help completely change my mother's lifestyle and health living, imagine how many more lives I can help. As for me, it helped me with my iron, my digestion, and the biggest one of all is allergies. I suffered from year-long allergies for as long as I can remember, since I was 16 years old. I used to be on medication. Within 3 weeks, all of that was gone. So of course, now that I know that I have a powerful product, I have an amazing email. I started to officially launch my business April 7 of 2018. Just last month, I was actually in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and I celebrated my 5-year business anniversary. The question that you might be asking is, okay, Ifrah, what have you been able to achieve in 5 years? So many things. 2 that I always highlight. The first one is the fact that my team that started right here in Ottawa, Canada, has now expanded into 30 countries around the world, and 2,000 sisters and brothers that I've been able to start their own journey to finding financial freedom and time freedom. And the second one is the biggest one. As you all remember, in March of 2020, the world went into a complete lockdown. At the time, I was working 9 to 5 for the Canadian government. So they sent us home. I remember saying, yes, I was so excited. Why? Because now that I'm home, this means I will have more time to do my business. And guess what? By June 2020, I went into this amazing place called eWallet. For those of you that are guests, I promise you, you're going to fall in love with it. That is where all our commission comes on. And that is when I saw that in June of 2020 alone, I was earning $10,000 a month. That's right. That is equivalent to double what I was making full-time at the government. So I said to myself, why am I even bothered to work? So I started emailing my manager and I said to him, hey, listen, I want to quit the government job. What do I need to do? He picked up the phone so fast, you couldn't believe it. He's like, Ifrah, are you sure you want to do this, right? Are you okay? Is your mom okay? Is your family okay? The question you may be asking is, why was he shocked? Very simple. At that time, the world, people were losing jobs left, right, and center. Businesses were shutting down. Here I am letting go of a permanent government job. That is why he was surprised. So I quickly reminded him, because I reported the year before that I now do online business. I said, hey, do you remember the online business I used to do? And he's like, yes, that has picked up. And that is when he congratulated me. I signed the paperwork. My sisters and brothers, the last time I worked for anyone was July of 2020. That's right. In just 2 months, I'll be hitting 3 years since I've been able to achieve the financial freedom and the time freedom that many can only dream of. And they, their time ends. But I've been able to do that within 2 years working with Opulence. Since then, I've been traveling the world. Those of you that know, you see me in different countries. Right now, I just got back from Asia. I was there for 2 months. And before that, I was in Kenya for 6 weeks. And before that, I was in Turkey 14 months. So I've been all over the place. And I'm so excited that the fact that I've been able to say yes when this opportunity was presented to me, just like it's being presented to you today, I said yes. So I want to be the first one to officially say to you, welcome home. And that is where I want to end my testimony. Right now, I want to see, I see the room is jam-packed. Do we have any sisters or brothers that would like to share maybe 2 minutes, your story or your testimony on either the product or the business before we end the call? All right, so I see Larry has his hand up. Larry, welcome to the call. Please let us know where you're tuning in from as well.
Thank you very much. My name's Larry. I'm from London, Ontario, and it's been a year and 6 months for me now with this wonderful company. I'm blessed to be associated with you, Ifrah, and Rene, and I'm doing my best to follow in your footsteps. But first of all, when I started taking Fountain of Life, my energy level went up. I sleep better. I'm 79 years old, so I started having a little bit of prostate problems. The stream was a little weaker, and now that's gone. And I just feel good. I'll be 80 this year, full of life, full of energy. And I'm just so happy to be with this company, because over the year and a half, I have a great part-time income now, which is developing to a full-time income. And what I noticed for a person my age, it's a great retirement fund. I'm telling you, there's 8.5% on the total volume worldwide that you can produce, will give you a great retirement income that you don't have to worry at all about how you can retire. So this is a great company, and I'm just blessed to be here. And I call it my forever company. This is the place to be. Right place, right time. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Incredible. I don't know how Larry did it, but in 1 minute, he was able to share everything from business to a Fountain of Life, of course, health. That is amazing. It's an honor to be associated with you as well, Larry. I know that you are a veteran in our industry. It's an honor to have you. And absolutely, I love what you said about retirement plan, right? Too often we think that this business is only for a certain type of folks. No, it's for everyone, even people who are going to be retiring, right? Or who have already retired. So thank you for that. I absolutely love it. I appreciate you. All right, up next, we have my sister Naima Abdinur that has her hand up. Naima, welcome to the call, my dear. Where are you tuning in from? Please share your story with us as well.
Hello, my sister Ifrah. Hello, Rene. Hello, everyone in the call. My name is Naima. I'm joining you guys from Minnesota, USA. I'm super excited to be here today with you guys. It was beautiful, beautiful presentation. I loved it. I cannot wait to get that recording. I am part of Ifrah's team. I've been with Opulence Global, or I should say I started my business back in 2020. By the time, I wasn't planning to start a business, but I always wanted something that I can do, so I can stay with my boys. And now it's been, I think it's close to be 3 years now. It was July 28, 2020. I can never forget that day. And at first I wanted to start with the, small package so I can just start the, testing the products and stuff. And the lady who invited me to this amazing opportunity, she accidentally started me as a lifestyle advisor. And she was called me so worried, thinking, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I spent $1,500 that she didn't agree on. And when she called me, I said, you know what, it is okay. I believe God is, wanting me to get something better. So I said, don't worry about it. Right away, within, I think 2 weeks, I got $800 in cash by just selling FOL. And then the rest of the product I used for myself, and I used for my family who was in Africa at the time, in Kenya. So it's been amazing since then. Personally, I had gained a lot of personal growth. I'm this person now, new person, I should say. I'm all over social media sharing this opportunity. I cannot be quiet about it. I cannot stop using my product. I am proud. Opulence, everywhere. Now I'm waiting for my t-shirt I ordered from a lady that I was supporting her business because she's into those I don't know what they call it. She does a lot of designing t-shirts and stuff, so I was supporting her business. But then I was like, you know what, I like it, so I'm waiting for my proud and Opulence and Proud t-shirt, and as soon as I get it, I will share with you guys. So thank you very much for having me. I am super excited. I cannot wait to meet with you guys again in this conference coming up in September, and I cannot wait to get my ticket while still on sale, early bird. So thank you very much. Back to you, my dear.
Amazing. Thank you, my sister Naima. Absolutely. I have seen your growth, my sister, how you went from not being able to share your testimony to this powerhouse. Naima does more lives and more TikToks than I can ever do. So that's amazing. Thank you, my sister. And yes, September conference, looking forward to having you. Early bird ticket, make sure that you get it until May 31st for sure. Is there anybody else? I know that we have the product crossfire coming up that would like to share their story. Otherwise, that's enough. We've had enough amazing testimonials. It's been an awesome. For those of you that are guests, please make sure that you go back to the person who invited you. Make sure that you get a hold of somebody to assist you, because it's just a perfect timing right now. If there's ever a time, I mean, just look around you. There isn't a day that I go on social media where someone is not advertising something about online business. The entire world, your neighborhood, okay, your entire neighbors, all the people that you may have even shared Opulence with are now coming back to you to introduce you to some sort of online business. So now is the time to become part of the fastest growing Canadian-owned e-commerce company, the most, one of the best foundation, 18 years old. We just, now into 19 years old, which is amazing. So definitely get a hold of someone, take advantage of our epic promotion that I know it has done so well. If you did not take advantage of it last month, no problem. Now is the time. It has been extended until June 15. So let's do that. I do see here a question, Rene. I'm not sure if you see it. It's for you.
Okay, let me take a look here. Okay, yeah, so how can we use Opulence points to buy? So basically, we cannot use Opulence points to buy the conference tickets, but you do have Opulence currency. So every new LA or LAP does have $100 of Opulence currency in their account. You can use that. So you cannot use Opulence points or shopping credits to buy the ticket, but you can use your Opulence currency, or of course your e-wallet, or just your credit card is the best way. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Speaking of Opulence points, if you guys notice this watch, this is one of our timepieces, okay, fairy timepieces. I actually bought it with Opulence points. Yes, it's $3,000. So,
wow, crazy.
Yes, Rene, when I became LD4 in September 2020, I got 100,000 Opulence points. So this was in my wish list. I picked it up. All I paid was the shipping.
That is insane. Wow. Well, that's what our company has, that we always said no other company in the world has, is our incredible fashion. And you're getting it for free as you're doing your work. You earn that Opulence points and you can get free products, right? That's absolutely insane. Yeah. So by the way, don't forget, we do have our product crossfire happening right after this call. And we're going to be going over all the different use cases, of course, of the Fountain of Life and our products. So please join that call, as it will be starting in the next 10 minutes as well.
Exactly. My sister Drew and I were exchanging voice messages today, and she was like, wow, busy Monday. Yeah, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. is the product showcase with Drusilla. 7 to 8 is myself and Rene right here. And then we have the product crossfire. So I love it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. I hope that you have enjoyed the presentation as much as I have. For our guests, once again, please get back to the person who invited you and make sure that you tune into the product crossfire to learn more about our amazing opportunity. My name is Ifrah Hassan, coming to you live from Ottawa, Canada. I want to wish you all an amazing evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I want to once again thank Rene Liaw for taking his time to be with us today and to do this incredible, powerful presentation. And I look forward to the recording very soon. And of course, I want to leave you all with to the billion.
To the billion. One team, one dream. To the billion, everyone. Thank you so much. See you on the Product Crossfire.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.